I think the wiser course of action is to continue along the diplomatic front. I think in many respects the Iranian nuclear agreement, which I helped put together, probably is the eventual course that we're going to have to follow here, because some kind of diplomatic settlement and engagement with the North, I think, is going to be required. That'll have to include South Korea, of course, certainly China, maybe Japan. But until that begins to start to develop, and somewhat go back to what President Clinton did in the early 90s, then I think this problem escalates and gets more and more dangerous, because bottom line is some kind of an event could trigger a major conflict, and that's what we want to prevent at all costs.
How in the world would an administration that does not like the Iranian nuclear deal strike a nuclear deal on the Korean Peninsula?
Well, here's the reason I say that. Every situation is different, of course, but when you really define it down as to what that Iranian nuclear agreement was about, it wasn't about the capabilities of the Iranians on their missile capacity or their rocket capacity or the fact that they are a state sponsor of terrorism. Yes, all those are accurate, but the focus was on their nuclear capability. We have never had an opportunity to be inside Iran until now. It was always the IEA, the United Nations. So we got a tremendous amount out of that with 5 other countries, including 3 of our closest allies, France, Britain, and Germany, and the Chinese and the Russians. So focusing on the nuclear capability, and then you have to get to the other issues as well. That seems to me, be somewhat of a model to use to get to the Kim Jong-un administration's nuclear capability. And I don't know how that would work out, or if we could get there. But certainly there's a model there to be used, but that would require a strategic diplomatic objective and plan and focus.